Can hear me okay. I am just going to get this set up over here. All right. Well, hi there. I'm going to get this up so I can look at the comments a little bit better. I hope you all are doing well. I don't know why I can't select it. Oh well, I can see comments okay. Hi there. I'm just hanging out in my craft room today, playing around. Nothing exciting. I'm trying to get the comments to come up here. Yeah. Oh well. Hello. Hi, guys. I just thought I'd pop on and say hi. I am trying to get things tidied up a little bit in here. And give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. That would be very helpful. Or just say hello or say yes, you can hear me. That would be great. I don't know if you saw my community post, but I showed pictures of all the mess that I have everywhere on my desk. So I'm trying to get things put away and tidied up and stuff like that before I start working on my next projects. One of the things I did do is I had a bunch of lace scraps and fabric, and I've put them into these containers. So I think that's going to work pretty well. I do have a little bit more fabric on this tray here. So I'm going to go ahead and start working on this fabric and putting it into this container. So I hope y'all are having a good day. It's been a pretty good day for me so far. My husband and I, we went to the grocery store. He had actually taken today off because for their company, they go on a fiscal year. And so he had a couple days of vacation he needed to use up. So, yeah, so it was nice kind of going on a Monday morning because it's not very crowded at all. So that's good. So I have, these are some scraps from when I did, I think it was some strawberry journals I did. I think that's what this was from. Oh no, this might be from the sewing pattern journals I did. So I have a lot of fabric here. Fabric scraps. I have a little bit of ribbon and lace. Welcome. But yeah, we got the grocery done for the week. And my daughter's coming in town next week. So I'm trying to get things ready for her visit, her and her boyfriend. So I'm excited for that. And yeah, not too much. Our weather actually is supposed to get very nice towards the end of the week for 4th of July. So I'm excited for that. And might try to go to the pool, I think. That would be fun. That would be fun to try to go to the pool. Yeah. Trying to see the comments here. I was trying to pull the video up on my phone, and for whatever reason, it wouldn't let me. But I can see the comments pretty good on my iPad. I just don't know why it won't let me open it. It's so weird. Have y'all ever had that? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, okay, I got it to come up. That is just so weird. I don't know why I did that. Yeah. So Tracy, okay, now I'm seeing comments. And Annette and well, hi Patty and Stacy. Hi everybody. And Mary. Hi, hi, hi. Sorry guys, I was having some technical difficulties there. But yeah, I would love to know some of your all's storage suggestions for like leftovers of projects. And what I've been doing is I'll just take the items that are left over and put them in one of these kind of containers, but then I feel like I never go back to that container. So I'm trying to decide, how I want to do that. And I think I might kind of rearrange some of the way I have some things stored in here as well, because I'm starting to get some little containers like this, just full of little bits on my desk. So I think what I might do is move these into my Alex drawer here because they'll fit. And then that way they're off of my desk. But because I already have so much other stuff, I store things like in these little containers. And I like these. And I guess I could just get some more of those, but I don't know. And then I have a lot of clear, I like clear storage, like some of these over here. Like I like storing things in these because then I know what's in there. So, yeah. So I don't know if I really need more containers. It might be just more about how I might want to combine some things or rearrange some things. So, hey Maggie. So yeah, so what are you all up to today? I'm just trying to do a little bit of cleaning up. So I have this huge pile of fabric here. And just trying to put this fabric into this container here. Yeah, that is smart, Tracy, to give stuff away. I have a couple piles over here on this desk that I have a couple little Happy Meal packages I'm putting together. So I think that is definitely one way to tame the madness. But some of this stuff, it's like, I think I'm just going to have to throw it. I don't know. I guess I should just include it in the Happy Meal because I feel like, I don't know, people don't want this stuff. But maybe they do. I don't know. I don't know. So, but I want to get this kind of tidied up because I want to start on my next projects. I'm going to be making some journals with vintage children's books. So I'm excited about that. But see, like, I don't want to throw that away because I think that would be cute on a little tassel, Yeah, that's good, Patty. I need to do that more often. I've become like this person, well, I might be able to do X or Y with it. But then my to-do list is just so long. So I do need to move stuff out. For sure. So what's everyone else doing today? Let me know. Hopefully it's more fun than what I'm doing. Yeah, so many little scraps. So you'd be very proud of me, I did throw away like some teeny tiny little fabric scraps. Because it was just silly to hold on to them. But I have a lot of things that just, like I'll pull, like here I have a bunch of, like here's a tag, here's a little die cut, here's like a mixed media tag, and so I pulled a bunch of stuff out. Here's another, like a little button envelope. And so now that I'm done with this project, what do I do with all this stuff? Do I put it back to where I got it from? Because like I keep my tags in a certain spot. So I guess that's what I need to do, is just go put all this stuff back where it was. That's probably the smartest thing to do anyway. For sure. Hey, Sheila. Yeah, I kind of like organizing too. And Annette, you're crafting, and Maggie, you're vegging. Nice. You have no organization skill whatsoever. I used to think I could organize, but I'm starting to doubt myself. I don't know. Let's see. Seat packets go up there. I vegged all day yesterday. We had a wedding on Saturday night, so that wore me out pretty much. Pretty much. But it was a lovely wedding. It was a friend of mine's daughter, so that was very cool. So like here I have little teeny tiny little sewing patterns that I scanned and printed out. And then I have these clock die cuts. And like a teeny tiny bingo sheet. Like, where do I put all this stuff? I know people make like those ephemera books, but I really don't feel like sitting down and making an ephemera book. But yeah, they are definitely a work in progress. My main objective is just to kind of clean off the desk space so that I can clutter it back up again. So I guess I'm just going to have to just put stuff back. And what stuff I don't have storage for, I will just put in a pile, and then I'll figure out what to do with that. So, yeah. I do find just like hanging out in my room and thinking for a little bit about what I want to do definitely helps. So I was doing that early this morning. See, here's just a whole bunch of sewing stuff. Oh, you know what? I do have a bag in there with a bunch of sewing stuff already in it. So maybe I'll put all that in there. Maybe. That would make sense. That would make sense. Yeah, I agree, Stacy. Yeah, I like that repositionable tape idea, Sheila. I was looking at a couple of videos yesterday, and I saw someone that they did the repositionable. I'll have to get some though, because I don't have any repositionable tape right now. So I'll have to get some. Oh, and I did see one video I thought was kind of clever. They actually took Post-it notes, put the Post-it note on the back of the ephemera, and then they put glue on the non-sticky side of the Post-it note, and then they glued that into the, the binder, photo album, you know, like a mixed media notebook, and then they could just take their ephemera piece off of the Post-it note and it would peel off easily, and then they could put something else there. So I thought that was a clever idea too. So there's a few things I'm going to try, but I need to kind of sift through everything right now and get it organized. And I keep dropping stuff. Did I show you what my oldest daughter gave me for Mother's Day? One of the things she gave me was this cute little hedgehog. It's a little brush, like I can brush off my desk. Isn't it so cute? I love when our kids get us. And then she got me this whole book of wrapping paper. So I can either use it as wrapping paper or I can do craft projects with it. But I haven't taken them out yet, but look how pretty they are. I'll have to open them up sometime. And some seashells and this big ship and some flowers and frogs, and it looks like fruit, apples, and more flowers, like a what is that, coral, and a lily, and then kind of like a marbled one, and then tags to go with each of the wrapping paper. So thought that was cool. And she also gave me, Patty, you'll probably like this. It's a little horse. So I thought that would be cool on the cover of a journal. So I'll have to work on that. I know, I love the hedgehog. The red and blue flowers, yes. And so you all, Tracy, that's in the chat here, she has started a YouTube channel. So y'all need to all go over and check out her channel. And if you like it, subscribe. It's really good. I've subscribed. But she's been doing some Raggedy Ann and Andy stuff over there, which is really cute. But yes, that paper would go perfect with it, Tracy. Hey, Bex. Yeah, I thought you might like that, Patty. Okay. this little, because let me show you what this big pile of paper and fabric was sitting on. This came from Patty. Woohoo! I think it came from you, didn't it, Patty? Pretty sure. But I love this little tray. I use it when I'm collecting little things for my projects. Let's see. Some flowers. Oh, some of these flowers would be good to put in the Happy Mail. Yep. Throw that in the garbage. Is anybody doing anything for the 4th of July? Having a cookout or going on a trip? We don't have any plans right now because our daughter and her boyfriend, they'll get here the 8th of July. I think we'll maybe try to go to the pool because the weather is actually supposed to be nice later on this week. Okay, getting through this stuff. I'm either getting through it or I'm just moving the piles around. Maybe a little bit of both. Let's see. Okay. All right. And then like this box, I can't bring myself to throw this box away because I feel like I could store stuff in there. Isn't that ridiculous? All right, I'm going to use my little brush. Brush off the desk over here. Maggie, are you going to go live tomorrow? Oh, Patty, are you going to do a sale tonight or a hangout tonight? I might be, well, not might. I will be a little bit late because I am going out to dinner tonight with some friends. So, yeah. Oh, how fun. Awesome, Maggie. That's great. Nice. Okay. And then, okay, so guys, I'll let y'all know if it worked, but if you have any other suggestions, let me know. So I brought home this little shelf from my mom and dad's house, and because I think it's going to fit perfect right back here because it's not very wide, so it'll fit behind that door there. But it has like a musty, and my dad used to smoke. And so I set it outside for 2 days. You know, I brought it in at night. Um, and it didn't help. So then today I got some distilled vinegar at the grocery store, and I just wiped it all down and I set it back outside. Um, and oh shoot, hopefully, looks like it's going to rain. I'll have to keep an eye out. I might have to go bring it in if it starts raining. But let me know if the vinegar, distilled vinegar, will it work? And if not, what other ideas do y'all have? Get that smell out of there, because I don't like it. I cleaned it when I brought it home and I put it in here, and oh my gosh, it was just awful. I had to move it out, and I tried Febrezing it, and that kind of made it worse, honestly. It was like the combo of the Febreze and it was just awful. So then I've had it downstairs and sitting it outside. So I'm guessing I could probably paint it, and maybe painting it I don't know if it would like lock the smell in so I couldn't smell it. I don't know. I really don't want to paint it though. I'm hoping the vinegar trick will work. But when I Googled it, that was one of the options. So, Murphy's Oil Soap. Oh, okay. Good to know. Thanks, Sheila. Well, hi, Anthony. Hello, hello. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, yeah, Tracy. So I have a journal tier. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the covers of some of the children's books. I'm going to, take the books apart and use them as covers, and then kind of do like a fabric spine, I think. And then for just like the Happy Meal kit, it'll be a bunch of like children's ephemera made with children's book pages, and I haven't completely figured out what I want to make. I have a couple different ideas. I jot down, so I'll start by kind of like brainstorming stuff I want to use and then things I want to make. So I have a couple cool ideas for the Happy Meal kit part as well. And then for the mini journal tier, I think I'm going to I have like some small children's books, and I might use those for the covers. But haven't totally finalized everything, but that's the maybe like 75% plan. But I'm excited because I have quite a few children's books, so it'll be fun to use them. And I have a different variety. Like I have dictionary pages, I have like some arithmetic books and readers, and so I have a very, I feel, pretty diverse music pages. So I think I have a pretty good diverse collection of items. And this needs to go into another room. Oh, Patty, if you're still here, my son-in-law loves like tinkering with old watches. So if you ever come across some kind of cool old watches that are, pretty affordable, like if you stumble across a deal, let me know, because I think that would be fun to get him a watch. Some of the watch parts that I had gotten from you, I gave to him, and I think he enjoyed that. He got a kick out of that. I had my oldest granddaughter over the other day, and I don't know if I told y'all, but we kind of just crafted all day. I was in heaven. She made my day. We made little bead bracelets and necklaces, and she played with all of my ink sprays. And then we got some little gems and stickers out. And once the inked papers had dried, she stuck a bunch of stamps and stuff all over it. It was so fun. And she likes using my stencils and the little blending brushes and doing that. So I'm hoping she'll continue to want to do that. She seemed to have a lot of fun. She didn't want to go home. It was so funny. It's like, well, you can come back over anytime. Let's see. Little flowers. Okay. And, oh goodness. Okay, we got buttons. Buttons and flowers and paper clips. Oh my. Yikes. All right, paper flowers. I think that's all the paper flowers. Oh, I do want to, so I have these leftover little cinch. Can you see it? These little cinches where the leftover. I want to make little mini journals out of those. I think that'll be fun. All right, so here's a whole bunch of stuff. I got some whale's tails. So I have a little container for those. Oh, that'll be good to put in my happy mail. Whale's tails. Bunch of little bitty pieces. Paper clips. Grab my paper clips. I'm going to move y'all. There we go. Sorry if I moved you around too much. Some paper clips in here. Yeah, I think this will work. I'm going to put things back that have a home into their home. That way, they're all in one spot. And then the things that don't have a home, I'll need to decide what I want to do. Yeah. Oh yeah, Patty, and I have the stuff you sent. I want to do a little project with it. Oh, a junk journal making sleepover. That sounds awesome. So She did go to Vacation Bible School, I think it was 2 weeks ago, and they made a little journal at Vacation Bible School. How cool is that? So, these are some cute little paper clips. All right, Bex, get back to work. Thanks for working for us. I'll see you soon. I want to see your, what is it you're working on? Your journal? Is it Alice? Whatever your latest one is. I can't wait to see how that one progresses. Okay. I'm making some progress. It might be slow progress, but I'm making some. Hey, Dawn, how are you? And how are you on this lovely Monday? Got a little bow. My bows go up here. I keep my bows in here. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know what to do with this stuff. Oh, yeah. I want to make sure I don't lose that. Got some little stickers. Put all that stuff together. Some stamps, puzzle pieces. And I have this other little tray. Ah, I finally found it. I had this little charm that Dawn had sent me, this little sewing machine. And I couldn't find it. And it was on this black tray, and I think it was just blending in. So that's why I couldn't find it. What a silly girl I am. That's so funny. That's hilarious. But I think this is another Patty tray. Correct me if I'm wrong, Patty, if you're still here. She's probably gone. She's got kids to take care of and a sale to get ready for tonight. Yeah, if anybody wants to come over to Sacred Mementos channel tonight, she usually has some fun items for sale, or sometimes we just hang out and chat. A Fallout journal. What's a Fallout journal? Thanks, Stacy. All right, Tracy, thanks so much for coming by. Make sure to check out her channel. Right. Okay. So now I have my sewing. Let's find my little container of sewing items. Look at that. that so quick. So I use these things from scrapbook.com. So I think I'm going to put all of my sewing kind of themed scraps into this one. Yeah. That. Oh my gosh, look how cute this is, guys. Can you see her? She's from a little sewing pattern that I shrunk down and printed out. So cute. Some more sewing stuff. Yes, I am starting to feel a little bit better. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. I think, starting to feel a little overwhelmed. I don't know. My brain wasn't clicking. So I'm feeling better because I was almost feeling like, oh, I need to like just reboot and start over on everything, but I don't think I do. I think this will work. So these are my bulb pins. So I'm putting all my bulb pins back in there. I do have these random like puzzle pieces I need to decide on. I have a bunch of brads and they go right behind you guys, so pardon me while I reach around you. Oh, okay. I have not heard of that Fallout game, but I don't play a bunch of video games. Patty's usually 7:30 is when she starts her sales. And they're very low-key, chill. And everyone is very, very nice. So yeah, so that's tonight. Tonight's Monday. I get confused when my husband takes off work on what day it is. I told him, I go, when you finally retire, I'm really going to have to pay attention to what day it is. Because I'm going to get confused. Let's see. Oh, here's a little more sewing stuff. Sewing. Sewing, and sewing. Where should I put these puzzle pieces, you all? In their own special spot? Or can I combine them with something else? Curious people want to know. You're welcome, Patty, of course. Of course. Aw, all right. See you tonight, Maggie. Have fun. That's so nice. Her grandson's gonna take her to the grocery store. That's very nice. Okay, so puzzle pieces. I don't know what to do with them. Will I ever use them? I've seen people use them like on dangles, like they punch a hole. So should I put them with my charms maybe? I'm trying to think where would be the first place I would look for puzzle pieces. They're kind of like game pieces, so I could put them with my little game. Would I look in my game spot? Yeah, I think I'll put them in here. I have like, oops, I have like old clue cards and like houses from Monopoly. So maybe I'll put them in there. A couple butterflies though. I don't want to put the butterflies in there. All right, puzzle pieces. Maybe I'll put these leaves with the flowers. Okay, I'll put that back up here. Oh. Okay. I'll show you. Now, the other thing I have this big tray full of a bunch of like Tim Holtz ephemera. And I think some digitals. Yeah. And I actually just kind of pull from that tray. I might leave that for now. The other thing I need to work on are scraps. Let's see. So I got a bunch of travel airmail pieces. Little chapstick. Let's see. Stamps, playing cards. So, Sheila, are we supposed to make a journal that's based on that video game? Is that what the Junetober is? Do tell. Curious minds want to know. Let's see, we got a bunch of travel stuff here. Travel, tickets, travel. You're reorganizing from a show prep. Huh. Yeah, people love their video games, that's for sure. I have some stamps. They go down here. Let's see. And some more travel stuff. Travel. The whole freebie. Okay. Where do we find the digital, Sheila? All right, so this is all travel stuff right here. So I want to find that. So I'm going to put all the travel stuff in here. I'd put it with my railroad stuff, but that one is full. So these, and this is little bits, whereas those are big papers. So I think I'll do that. Yep, put that in there. Perfect. And then these are some book pages that go with this book. So I need to put my books back up there. But I need to use my stepladder. So I'm not going to do my stepladder with you guys. I'll do that after I get off the live. You all don't want to see me climb up the stepladder, do you? Let's see. Okay, so all of this. Yeah. That's what I need to do is just grab a big old stack of scraps and put them in an envelope and send them out. Does anybody want any? These are scraps over here. I'll show you. Try not to shake it too bad. So these are all scraps right in here. And then I have this container full of scraps. And then another container full of scraps. If anybody wants just rando envelope full of scraps, let me know. Email me your address. Because I can't seem to use them all up fast enough. Alright, so this is travel. And airmail. Ephemera. Okay. I have some more somewhere, so that'll be good. Once I find it, I'll put it in here. I do like these little containers. Radioactive theme. Oh, that's kind of fun. All right, there we go. Since y'all are here with me, let me show you what I've started doing with my own personal ephemera. So I made this. I used my cinch to make this. I haven't decorated the cover yet, but this is some ephemera from a trip to Seattle when my daughter lived up there. So I just took it and, like, this was from a wine brochure, so I cut that down, and then a couple of the wineries we went to and made that like a little tuck and just put, this was the bottle of wine we liked the best. And then this was a little bookstore that we went to, got the little postcard. And then this was a different trip to Seattle. And so here I just kind of collaged, like we went to the museum, a flight, and toured the museum. And then we went to Daiso and we got some of their candy from Daiso. And their, the packaging is so cute. And then, like, there's our little airline baggage claim ticket. Here was a store, antique store I went to, Zutto. So I saved the little receipt. I made this a pocket. And then here is when our cat passed away. Our vet sent us a little card. And so I saved all that. And this is a little poem that they sent us. So that was very sweet. So all of this ephemera had just been piling up in different bags and boxes and stuff. And then here's some Happy Mail that I got, and I want to kind of journal about these. I left room for journaling, and then here's some more Happy Mail cards I got. So I think it's kind of fun. And then here's some card from my husband and a card I made him for Father's Day and anniversary. And then, I guess I didn't, I don't know why I didn't glue this in. But this was when I had all my eye surgeries. So I saved my bracelets for my eye surgeries, and these were keeping track of which drops in my eyes I had to put in my eyes. So yeah, so I've been having fun kind of getting my ephemera out of the boxes and into these bags. And like, here's a wedding program, and here's a Christmas program. And yeah, so it's kind of fun keeping some of that stuff. And like here when we went to the Nutcracker. So yeah, so I thought it was fun just to make my own little book and put all my stuff in there. So I have to tape that one page back in there. But that's been kind of fun. I finally, it took me a while to figure out like how I wanted to handle all these little bits of ephemera that I like to keep. And I kind of got, Patty does these collage books with, vintage and antique ephemera. And I thought, well, maybe I'll just do that with my ephemera. Because I was always hung up on, I had to do it chronological, or I had to, and I finally have decided it doesn't have to be chronological. I'm just going to put it in there, and I can put the date, the year, the month, and just be done with it. So that was very freeing when I finally decided, hey, I don't have to go chronological. So that was pretty awesome. That was pretty awesome. Well, hey, Carrie. I'm just yammering on, trying to declutter my desk. So I can clutter it up again in a couple days. Oh, goodness. I'm sorry it's so hot. That's no fun. Today, it's not super hot, but it's muggy out. It's muggy. Got a playing card over here. All right. I have a few little last pile. Hey, Big Mama. Y'all want to see a picture of me in kindergarten? I'm going to make you look at it anyway. So I'll first show you, this is the picture. And then there's the picture. And then this one's me. Some of y'all know I've been going over to my mom's, and look at this tea set that is at my mom's house. Isn't that cute? Does anybody want that tea set? I'll sell it. We're selling it. We also have this thing. Wait, what is the comment? You didn't have kindergarten. Aw, just threw you right into first grade. That's not very nice. I remember I had a special mat that we got, or like rug. It was, I think it's those rugs, now that I'm thinking about it. It's the rugs that everyone takes apart now to get the sari ribbon. What are those rugs called? Everyone seems to buy them at Five Below. Oh shoot, what are those rugs called? But that was our nap rug. I just realized that just now. Here, I have to show you a picture of my dad's mom too, if I can find it. Where'd it go? Oh yeah, it was back when my brother was here. Doo-doo. Ah, here it is. That's my dad's mom. That's my dad's mom. We called her Mama. Mama. And then this is her, that's her wedding picture. It was so cool to find these old pictures. But yeah, there's some, look at this cute thing. My niece is going to take. It's a cookie jar. She's going to put her dog's treats in it. Isn't that cute? But yeah, there's quite a bunch of cool stuff that we're discovering at my mom's house. So, anywho. But yeah. Yes. How do you say that? Is it chintzy? Ragrug? Chintzy? It's that. I don't know how to say that. Am I saying it right? Chintzy? Is it a hard C? Chintzy. Okay. Yes. That was what we took our nap on. That's crazy how that memory just popped in my head. That's so cool. All right, guys. Well, I think I am going to pop off here and try to think about where I want to put some of these items that don't have a home yet. But I so loved that you all came and hung out with me, said hello, shared what you were up to. And yeah, if y'all want to join us tonight over on Patty's channel at 7:30, do that. Otherwise, I'll see you all on the next video. Okay, bye everybody. Thanks for coming. Yes, I'm sorry, Big Mama, I have to go. Alrighty, bye everybody.